Hey everyone, KayakBassAngling.com here, and I am teaching you and helping you get yourself geared up from your clothing to your eyewear to your headwear to your kayak, getting all those things geared up to where you're going to make a successful run to the fishery of your choice today, so you can go out and catch a lot of fish. We're going to start with our feet today. Our feet are so important, so we need to have a shoe that is water resistant and it drains properly. So it actually has the ability to drain while you're wearing it. So you're going to be in the water a little bit with your feet pretty much no matter where you go, and especially in Texas, the water is usually pretty warm or warmer than other places. So what you got to understand is waterproof shoes are awesome, and now they make them like beautiful tennis shoes, like you can wear out anywhere. Okay, so now that we've talked about that, let's talk about our eyewear. So immediately today, I see that it's partly cloudy. So what happens is when it's partly cloudy, I'm gonna go with the darker lenses for a little bit, but if it gets a little cloudier than that, I'm gonna go with the light tinted lenses. Now both of these lenses are 100% polarized, which allows you to go into the water, see the limbs, see the rocks, see the beds, and that is key to fishing because you got to find these fish and you got to find these shad. All right, and so when you're talking about clothing though, we want to make sure that the UPF is 50, and we've got that on our shorts that are water resistant, have tons of pockets, tons of space for good gear, and then on our shirt, whether it's short sleeve or long sleeve. I like to wear long sleeve because I'm so fair and light skinned. So I'm gonna also be, sunscreen on my legs, ears. I might even wear a mask, as you've seen in some of my blog posts. I'm masked up. I've also got a hat always, my Atlanta Braves, my Titleist, or my KBA hat coming out, and it is sweet with this logo I'm repping. And so thanks to Bethany and the crew for their work on that. So that's going to be able to be purchased pretty soon. So now that we've talked about the gear and what we're wearing, what we have to have, now we got to start really looking at what are we going to be using out there. Well, today it's rock, it's big deep, it's big drop-offs, and so what we're looking at is a jerk bait, deep crankbait, heavy swim bait with the swim jig head, big jig heads, and then we do have some pockets in this place of a lot of timber. And so what I'm going to suggest is a shaky head with a big 7-inch or 10-inch power bait worm. We're not going to be doing a lot of weedless, weightless, or top water, so we don't even need to even take that. We might have the ability to use a deep or diver of a square bill, or even a chatterbait, which actually would be a great thing today. But as we transition, we need to make sure our gear is working properly. Right now, you see, this is not reeling in. It is tangled. It is not working. And I tested that before I went, so I took it off my rod and put another reel on. When talking about the kayak and the gear you have, obviously, if you don't have a pedal drive, you know you have to have a paddle. And as a person with a pedal drive, you have to have a paddle. The number one thing you have to have on a kayak is a paddle. And for the guys and the girls who have the pedal drive series, you need to have a place where you can put this paddle to where it gets out of your way, okay? You also need a net. A net is important so you're not losing those big fish. When it comes to having the gear and having it in a place where it's all in one place, I love the box, okay? The Yak Attack box. And when it comes to the gear inside of that, you need to have boxes and you need to know exactly what's in this. This is swim baits. This is top water. This is square bill crankbaits. You need to know exactly what is in them and be organized and have it ready to go to when you pull it back. we go to wheels. Why do we have wheels? Right here is when we get there, this will be the first thing off and it will put on. And I want to give you a little secret, a little bonus, little fact. Most people don't do this. This line right here is so important because when you've got this line, this is where this lines up and it makes it where it weighs about 5-10 pounds with all this gear on it. So you gotta have your rods. They gotta be rigged up already because you know the body of water that you're going to, whether it's the first time or the second time. You've scouted it so much that you know. Get you a good depth finder, okay? This Humminbird depth finder is awesome. It allows me to know what depth and find the ridges and all the timber underneath. This stuff right here, along with a place to where you can put your phone, get all those great shots, the gear that you need, the scissors, the wrench, because what if this goes wrong? You have the ability to untighten and unscrew and fix this or this out on the water. All these things are so important to when you're catching fish that it's the ability to get them off and get them back in the water so you can catch more. Man, what a great day we're gonna go have. We're gonna have tight lines and big bites. We're gonna be styling and profiling in our gear, okay? We're gonna get those nice photos. And guess what? When we do, we rejoice, we pray, and we give thanks and go fish.